Hi guys, Angie Bell with HerballyHipTarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing? Excuse me. This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say is allegedly. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, I'm getting on a little late today, so you guys are going to see these videos come out rapid fire today. Okay, I want to talk about the meeting between Garcia and Chris Van Hollen, the governor. Just do an open read. See if we can get a little insight on what Garcia told him. What did they discuss? Also, U.S. citizens and just 1 second. Oh, this is interesting. I saw this on Rachel Maddow last night. U.S. citizens and legal immigrants receiving letters saying that they have to be out of the country in 7 days. What the hell? So we're going to do an open read, okay, on that. All right, so first thing is I want to do the meeting between Chris Van Hollen and the governor, Chris Van Hollen, and Garcia. I wonder if what lies beneath is what we should use. Or should we use, okay, let me ask. Clear. Spirit, the meeting between Garcia and Chris Van Hollen, open read. Should we use Mystic Black Rose? No. Clear. Should we use what lies beneath? Okay, so what lies beneath for that one? And then, okay, U.S. citizens. Okay, this is just crazy. Clear. U.S. citizens and legal immigrants receiving letters saying they have to be out of the country in the next 7 days. Open read. Can I use Mystic Red Rose Oracle? Okay. So we're going to use Mystic Red Rose Oracle for that. And for the one above it, what lies beneath. Okay. So let me put those there. Let me get these shuffled and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so this reading is about Garcia and Chris Van Hollen. Chris Van Hollen went and visited him in El Salvador. First, remember, they weren't letting him get through, but then all of a sudden he was able to. We saw a picture of him. Everyone saw a picture of them talking. So what was that meeting about? Okay, let's see if we can get some insight on that meeting. Getting played, manipulated, lies, and control. Okay. What the heck does that mean? Private relationships. At this point, private relationships, this is the one between Chris Van Hollen and Garcia. Okay, so that's them meeting up. What is the getting played, though? Manipulated, lies, and control. Okay, I'm just listening to my guides here. They're saying that this is talking about that the Orange Menace and the president or the leader of El Salvador, they're playing everybody. They're manipulating, they're lying, and they're controlling. Okay? So the whole deal that they're doing, there's more stuff to it. There's more stuff underground that's happening to these prisoners and the money exchange, the whole thing. Things we don't know. So as U.S. citizens, we're getting lied to. We're getting manipulated. We're being controlled. We're getting played. Because there's a whole lot more going on with this whole disgusting ordeal that they're between the two of them. Okay? Okay, what I'm getting here is that, you know, they're fake friends, the Orange Menace and the leader of El Salvador. They're just using each other to get what they want. Already knowing the tea. Okay, what I'm getting here with already knowing the tea is that Chris, what's his last name? Van Hollen? Chris Van Hollen, yeah. That Chris Van Hollen, he knows some of what's going on, and Garcia knows some of what's going on. So they're just exchanging information of what they both know to try to put a bigger picture together. This is what I just got. This is the hater Republican Party, or hater MAGAs, a bunch of haters. Which is why they're doing what they're doing, because they're haters. Very, Orange Menace and his true followers, very racist, very hateful, very deceitful. Okay. Okay, Chris Van Hollen, he's fighting for what he loves, which is democracy, for Garcia and his family, and Garcia is trying to fight for himself and his family also. So they spoke about that. And by the two of them meeting, not just from the meeting, but marches, the meeting between them, they're talking about it all over the news. There's going to expect a new beginning. Thank God. So I think that means expect for Garcia to be brought home and the rest of the inmate and the rest of them to be brought home. I will check on that. Pregnancy test, but it also says unsure, pregnancy scare, and positive and negative. Okay, what I'm getting is everything is, it's unsure right now. Everyone is scared, and it's a very negative situation. So they've talked about that. They've talked about, this is him getting out to not a sure thing, but they're doing their best to get him out of there. Everyone's scared. Chris Van Hollen is scared. Garcia is scared out of his mind. His family's scared. And it's a very, very negative situation. So he's talking to him about how the negative things that he's experiencing and seeing in there. Oh, God. Why? 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 Every time I do this reading, this has to come up. And I'm tired of this. It's so disgusting. There's sexual abuse going on. And I get this every time I read on this whole thing. God, I actually get nauseated. Okay. My stomach is turning. Okay. Trash. Throwing away, getting rid of, and tossing out. Okay, he's telling them they treat us like trash. Like we're worthless. My stomach just turned again. Just disgusting. And they're discussing, and Garcia's letting them know this is a super toxic situation and I need the hell out of here. Clear. Spirit, the getting played card. Is that card telling us that there is a whole lot more of inhumane things going on underneath between Orange Menace and the leader of El Salvador? Yeah. Disgusting. Clear. Already knowing the T card. Is that card discussing that they both were sharing information with each other, what they knew about the situation? Yes. Clear. Did Chris learn some things that all of us do not know? Yes. Clear. And for Garcia's safety, is he going to keep those private? Yes. Okay. Okay, clear. The expecting a new beginning card. Spirit, is that card talking about that we can expect that Garcia and the rest of the U.S. people, citizens, will be released? Yes. That's a big yes. Look. I know I said U.S. citizens, and they may or may not be U.S. citizens, but you know what? We don't know what the hell these people are, okay? Garcia is a U.S. citizen, or I don't know if he's a U.S. citizen, but he has permission to be here, okay? He's legal. So whether he's a citizen yet or not, I don't know, but he's legal, okay? We don't know how many legal people, so I'm just going to call them U.S. citizens. So for any of you that want to correct me down there in the bottom. I hate to ask this question again, but I got yes last time. Clear. Spirit, is there sexual abuse going on with the men? Yes. I'm so sickened. Did Garcia tell... I always forget the damn man's name. Okay, let's call him Hollen. Clear. Chris Hollen. Spirit, did Garcia tell Chris Hollen about this sexual abuse? Yes. So disgusting. Clear. The trash card. Did Garcia tell Chris Hollen that they're treated like trash? Yes. Clear. Did he let him know that this is a very toxic situation? Yes. Clear. Did he express that they need to please hurry and get them all out? Yes. Clear. So the talk was more... So Garcia talked to him about more than just himself. He talked about the other men also? Yes. Clear. And anyone else? I think there might be 2 women. Are there some women that they took also? Yes. Clear. Will the women be a part of the removal of getting them back to the U.S.? Yes. Okay. All right. Absolutely disgusting. Clear. Clear. Spirit, will the military do anything about what is going on with El Salvador? Will the military do anything about this? No. Okay. Clear. Are there other things, other laws that he is breaking that the military will act on? Yes. And I think the one that the military is going to act on is when remember the whistleblowers talking about that they're trying to, I think they're trying to create a back channel or at least open things up so that Russia could listen in on plans, I think on military plans. Well, now the tech part of the, so I'm going to read on it tomorrow. I want to just do a little research before I read on it. The tech team en masse just resigned from the Pentagon, and starting the first week or so in May. So I want to do a reading on that because there's a whole lot of illegal stuff going on there, which is why they resigned. So I want to do a whole reading on that. That is what may prompt the military to take action, because the military takes an oath to the Constitution, not to a king, not to one man, but to the Constitution. And they take an oath to the Constitution and to protect enemies and protect us from enemies, domestic and God, what's the word? Domestic and you know, internationally. There's a word, domestic and something. If you know it, put it down below. It might come to my brain because I had it just in my head. But yeah, they take an oath to the Constitution and an oath to protect domestically and across the borders. Okay, against other countries. So domestic, protecting us domestically, is protecting us against the Orange Menace and all of his accolades. So we'll do a reading on that tomorrow. Okay. That's it. They take an oath. They take an oath to the Constitution to protect the country against people foreign and domestic. I got it now. Okay. Okay, now this is about the U.S. citizens and legal immigrants are getting letters saying they have to be out of the country in the next 7 days. What the hell is going on? See, this is why it's so important they stay on this and get this thing resolved, because this could mean that any of us could get just be taken out of the country. What the hell? All right, so I'm going to use Mystic, what are these? Mystic Red Rose Oracles. We'll see how these work. I haven't used these that much. If they don't seem like I like them, or I'm having hard time reading them, we'll go to What Lies Beneath or the Mystic Black Rose. Let me shuffle it right back. Okay, so this is about U.S. citizens and legal immigrants getting a letter saying they have to be out of the country in 7 days. Open read, just see what we can get out of this. Wedding rings. What's in the center? Butterfly. And then let's do 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's read the cards and see what they're going to tell us. Okay, wedding rings. Beautiful card. Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Union and marriage. This is telling me that by doing this, this is like breaking up marriage, like breaking up families and marriages and scaring the hell out of people. So it looks like maybe the husband got the letter or the wife got the letter. I mean, what? Butterfly. I think the Orange Menace is doing this to try and see what he can get away with. He's like throwing, you know how they always do it, throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. So let's see if they stop us. If they don't stop us, we can just throw out anybody we want. So this is the beginning of throwing anybody we want out of the country. Evolving and growing. Next phase. Healing inner child. Releasing the past. Evolving, growing, next phase. Healing inner child, releasing the past. Okay, it's like I just had said it. And on the card it says next phase. See right there? The second one, I don't know if you can see that. Next phase. So this, like I said, this is his next phase. This is his next phase he's trying to test out. Are they going to do anything about this? Because if not, we can go on with the next phase, which is throwing anybody we want out of the country. Date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, date online. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Coffin. Okay, it says date on, well, This is setting a date here. Maybe this is the 7 days. Okay, coffin. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic endings. Good grief. Okay, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic endings. Now, is this going to be a tragic ending for, so tragic ending, new beginnings. Is this going to be a tragic ending and a new beginning for us, or for the people that got that letter? We'll ask the pendulum about it. Coffee cup. Beautiful card. Meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendships. Okay, what this is telling me, I see with the meeting and talking, this is telling me that this has been planned out. This is a plan. They've been meeting on this, him and his clowns. Backstabbing. Heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. Okay? All these words are what the people are experiencing who got this letter. Heartbreak and pain, separation and loss. They might have to be separated from their husband or their wife and their husband, their kids, their family, their friends, their job. Deception and lies. They obviously are being told some lie of why they need to leave. It's a lie. They're a U.S. citizen. And it's a shocking attack. Heartbroken. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling loss, grieving and despair and breakup. Disgusting. That is how these people are feeling. Did I show you heartbroken? Sorry. Talking. Interested, awaiting message, text, calls, email, talking more. Okay, now is this talking about interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails? Is this means that all the people, they've gotten a lawyer? They got in touch with a lawyer, I believe. This is that they've gotten in touch with a lawyer. And I'm going to be asking some pendulum questions just to confirm some of these things. The chaser. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependency. You know what? I feel like this is a card about the Orange Menace. This is his energy. Okay, I'm going to, we'll check with the pendulum. Not today. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversations, not dealing, still upset. This just shows just completely distraught. These people are, I would be completely distraught too. Shock. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise and infamy and transformation. Okay, so it could either be the shock, the sudden change, shock of information, shock of news, could be them being removed, or is it going to be that the Orange Menace is going to be stopped? Clear. Spirit. The shock card. Does this card mean that the Orange Menace will be stopped from removing these people out of the country? Yes. Clear. Just to clarify, will these people, the U.S. citizens who got these letters, will they have to move out of the country in the next 7 days? No. Okay. There was one I said about their lawyers. Okay. The talking card. Clear. Are these people who received these letters, are they, do they have lawyers? Yes. Clear. Will their lawyers be successful in fighting them from being removed from the United States? Will the lawyers be successful? Yes. Okay. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. Clear. The coffin card. Spirit. New beginnings and tragic endings. New beginnings and tragic ending. Is that about the Orange Menace because of what he's done? Yes. Clear. For the people who got the letter, are they going to have new beginnings and a tragic end? No. Okay. So the tragic end is going to be the Orange Menace, and there's going to be a new beginning. And we love the new beginning because we know what's coming after that. Okay. And if you don't know, we've done other readings where at some point the Orange Menace is removed. Kamala Biden and Obama and Obama come back in and fix the damn mess. Plus other people come in underneath them and fix this whole mess. So, so they're saying, clear. Will this be the main reason the Orange Menace is removed? No. Clear. Spirit, is it just one of the many reasons why he is removed? Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, the Chaser card. I want to ask about this one. The Chaser card. The fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependence. Is that describing the Orange Menace? Yep. Okay. All right, so let's just see if the cards and the energy, see if anything changes. But right now the cards are saying that these people are not going to have to leave. They have lawyers, and in the end, the Orange Menace is going to be the one who's heartbroken because this is all not going to go through. And that's going to be one more thing on top of everything else that he gets in a lot of trouble for. And removed. I'll be so glad. I'll be so glad when I don't have to read on this fool anymore. I'm so sick of him. He's so disgusting. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, comments, questions, anything you want me to read on, leave it below. Make sure when you have something you want me to read on, you guys, be really specific about what you're talking about. And if it's something kind of newish that a lot of people don't know about or hasn't really been talked about, kind of explain it a little bit. Because sometimes I can't do readings on things because I don't understand the question. So, at any rate. Yeah, that's it for this one, you guys. I was gonna say something else. Love, peace, and happiness. Do something that makes you happy today, and I will talk to you guys shortly. Okay, bye, guys.